Hello friends, and welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's video. I'm super excited because today's video is all about gratitude, thankfulness. I finally just passed 5K subscribers on YouTube. And I am super excited because honestly I never thought the day would come. I've just put so much hard work and care and love into my YouTube channel over the years. Sorry if you can hear like planes and sounds. Even though I am blessed to live in a very secluded, peaceful area, there is still the sounds of everyday life. So I've been on YouTube for over 5 years now, which is honestly a longer period of time than I even had foresight for when I started my channel. And it's been really impressive for me to see my own growth and to have documented and cataloged that growth over time. And it's so funny how I can even just look at a thumbnail of one of my videos and remember exactly where I was at that point in my life and what I was struggling with and what I was learning and what I was going through, or the joy that I felt during that time. It makes me think of the people that were in my life at that time, helping me on my journey and giving me love and support. I'm just so grateful for all of it. So in celebration of surpassing 5K subscribers on YouTube, I thought I would make this little video about what I've learned in the time it took me to get 5K. So as I mentioned, it was about 5 years that I've had the channel, and I'm maybe exposing my age a little bit here, but I started my channel, I really started posting videos on it when I was about 22 years old, and I'm turning 27 later this year. So basically when I first started the channel, I remember feeling really apprehensive and nervous because I had never really filmed myself and put it on the internet for all of the judgment of the world, right? And I remember being really into the details and wanting it to be perfect when I first started it. And it was anything but that. I started the channel, I remember making the thumbnail and making the name and setting everything up, right? And then my first few videos, I mean, you can go back and see, but they were not that great. They were not that great. They were not super polished. I had not learned the art of editing and timing and flow of a video yet. And so they're very rough chops, but honestly, I wouldn't have had it any other way. I think it speaks to my youth and my naivety and just showing that I was still a sprout and I was just beginning to pop out of the shell of my seed. That's sort of where I marked a lot of the beginning of my growth, definitely into adulthood and further into self, I guess. When I started my channel, I was living in San Diego, and I think back to San Diego often. I have so many fond memories and I met so many wonderful people along my journey, and I treasure those experiences so much. I loved going to the beach when I lived there. I loved hiking a lot, going to the parks, to the lake. I went to the beaches a lot. One of my first really big yoga videos that I bravely posted, I was in a small pink bikini and I went to the beach on a Saturday and it was super busy, and I just did yoga in front of everyone. And I remember training myself and focusing super intently as I did that class. I was very focused on ignoring the people passing by, ignoring the people that would stop and watch me, ignoring the whispers and words exchanged between people. I remember just ignoring it all, staying very focused within my center, my balance, and my practice. And that video I'm still proud of today. And I still even go back and watch that video, honestly, and do the class that I did then, because I really focused and tried to make it the best. Later on in my channel, I have many videos where I'm talking about books I'm reading, and I do remember reading a lot of books about success, about positive habits, about money, growth, and finance, self-help, self-realization, spirituality, yogic practices and teachings. I remember reading a lot and diving into a lot during that time in my life. Later on in my channel, you can see that I moved to Hawaii, specifically to Kauai, and that was one of the most magical times in my life. Something that wasn't as apparent on screen, I think, was how hard it was. I keep going back and forth debating if I should make a video about this, about why you shouldn't just jump over and move to Hawaii, and why it's actually so much harder and not as full of rainbows and magic and palm trees as you might think it is. That was one of the hardest times of my life on pretty much every level. I'd say, like mentally, emotionally, physically, but in many ways it was also one of the most nurturing and growth-oriented points in my life so far. I still do look back and I'm so grateful to have met the wonderful friends I met during that time, and to have worked in the places I worked and experienced the things I experienced, even though not all of them were pleasant or good. It was just many of those experiences helped to craft and shape who I've become today. I remember trying to do a lot of artwork, and I was mainly doing smaller and medium-sized pieces, but I was really trying to tap into my creativity and paint more and draw more, and I definitely feel like I accomplished that when I was there. Hawaii is also where I developed my love for surfing. That was the first time I ever dipped my toes literally into the world of surfing, because the community is so strong and active and present for surfers over there. Obviously, some of the best waves in the world are found in Hawaii. So that was where I had discovered this spark of inspiration and wonder for something that not only I had never done before, but no one in my family that I'm aware of has surfed. So that was something new for me, also something new generationally for my family. I hope this angel light isn't bothering you guys. I actually think it's really pretty and I like it. Furthermore, after I ended up moving away from Hawaii, unfortunately there were some really hard and sad events that happened that I was a bit unhappy with, and there were some things that I feel like weren't wrapped up so neatly and nicely. It was really hard to accept for a long time, but I'm at a point now where I have acceptance for those things and I've learned many things, and it's also just one of those ultimate life lessons that nothing lasts forever, whether that's good or bad. Sorry, I had to like move the camera for a second. Nothing lasts forever, and honestly that's kind of a good thing, because I feel like we wouldn't have so much love and appreciation for things if they did last forever. Life would be kind of boring. There'd be nothing to learn, nothing to grow from, and that would just be it. Furthermore, after my Hawaii journey, I came back home to California and we had the COVID-19 pandemic. That was quite a year for everybody. I actually feel like I had a better year than anticipated, and part of that was because I had great family support and home support, and I'm really, really thankful for that. I know not everybody was that lucky, so I just, send out so much love and care for everybody in the world who was affected by it. My heart really goes out to you, and it's so good to be here now in 2023 and have distance from that situation and to see how everybody is realigning and reassessing and coming out of that situation a lot more strong. But during the pandemic, I did a lot of artwork, I did a lot of dancing, I went outside, like to the beach, and to hike around, walk around. I took so many photos. I was like lifting weights and doing workouts and yoga like every day. It definitely was not always easy, and I definitely experienced some family contention because everybody was cooped up. It felt as though we weren't able to escape each other at times, but overall I feel like it actually healed a lot of my family relations and revealed some underlying issues that were able to become resolved once we had awareness. So overall I feel like the outcome was good, but during the time sometimes it was a bit frustrating. During this point I also kind of treated it a bit more like a winter or a yin period, where I was very internal and I really thought about who I was, who I wanted to become, what was my purpose, what was my passion, what was important to me in life, and I feel like I was able to figure out and have some clarity and answers about all of these things. After the heat of the pandemic, I was able to re-enter the workforce again, and that really kind of got the gears going again. I was able to interact with a lot more people, and I was able to do different types of work and rebuild a schedule in my life. For the most part, I found this really nice. It was refreshing, it was exciting. I got to re-enter a kind of society that I had been distancing myself from for a long time. During that time, I met some really wonderful people, and I still have many of these wonderful people in my life today. Another thing I learned is that it really doesn't matter the type of work you're doing. It just matters how you feel about it and how you feel about the process. And I found that even doing simple repetitive tasks, though can be pretty tiresome and boring at times, it's a really, really good opportunity to practice. Practice what, you might ask yourself? Practice the practice. To practice the practice. Practice being present, practice being in the moment, practice enjoying the fact that you get to move your body, that you get to utilize your mind, that you get to breathe, that you get to be in this place, in this space. It was also a really great exercise in gratitude for me. I got to think about and appreciate everything in my life. I'm so grateful I have a job. I'm so grateful I get to make money. I'm so grateful I get to work with these people that are kind every day. I'm so grateful that I get to test my strength. I get to test my knowledge. I get to learn and utilize new skills. I'm so grateful that I get to live in this place and that this job helps allow me to do that. Even though it feels like the last about 2 years, I'd say, has been a little more slowed down, I definitely don't feel like there's been a lack of adventure. And that's another thing too that I've been so happy to share on my YouTube channel, has been my travel, specifically world travel. I have been going to different countries this last year and this year in particular. I do have even more footage to share with you guys coming soon, so look forward to that. And that has really broadened my horizons and my perspective, probably more than anything else in the world. Going to different countries and experiencing different cultures and different customs and different food and different environment, everything about it really really has broadened my perspective on life. I learn so many things when I travel from different people and also from their customs as a whole. And I've been able to return home with new ideas and new perspective that I take into my everyday life. Even though travel can be quite expensive, I still never have regretted a single penny I ever spent on traveling somewhere, because those are memories and experiences that I will carry with me till I die. So this past week, as I've been contemplating on my YouTube channel and all the growth and progress that I've made on it these last few years, I've really come to think about, what do I want to do with my channel going forward, and what has been successful, what have I not wanted to carry with me. And so far, I'm very proud of everything I've done. I know I have some stuff that isn't as popular on my channel, and that's okay. My main goal was to do things I love and do things I enjoyed, and if other people enjoyed it too, that's awesome. I definitely am going to continue to make yoga content for you guys. That's part of why I was so passionate to become a yoga teacher, and I got my certification and I did my extended mentorship. I just really wanted to share yoga with the world, because that's something I feel like has helped me in so many ways. It's helped me mentally, it's helped me emotionally, it's helped me physically, it's helped me just unify all of these different parts of life. Yoga literally translates to unity, and I feel like it's really done that for me. And so that's something that I will continue to share on my channel and continue to practice in my life. And I'm so thankful for everybody who has been watching and who has been commenting and letting me know that you love my videos, or you watch my yoga classes, or you do my workouts. And like, it's those little comments that make me feel so good about sharing what I do with you. So thank you very much. I definitely want to continue to travel as much as I possibly can for the rest of my life in any way, shape, or form. Even if it's like a weekend trip, even if I'm going to another state within the US, I want to keep traveling. I want to keep experiencing and learning and growing and broadening my perspective even more so. So yeah, that was a little bit longer than I had intended this video to be, but I just really wanted to share my gratitude for 5K subscribers. So thank you guys so much for all of the love and the support over the years. It's really meant so much to me, and I'm really excited to continue to grow and evolve and to share that growth with you all on my channel. Definitely stay tuned for my new yoga content, my new travel content. I have some really cool footage to share with you, and I'm also really excited to share some new steps in my life that I'm going to be taking to further my self-development and my growth and my passion. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day and a wonderful rest of your week. Namaste. And I haven't said this on my channel in a while, but stay grounded.